Now say, dear students, today today is the 17th of August. Up to Friday, we have completed the numerical problems on current electricity. So in current electricity, we have completed nearly 10 problems, 10 to 12 problems we have done. So today we will start with fourth chapter, that is moving charges and magnetism. Now this moving charges and magnetism is very important chapter again. This is of 10 marks. So first four chapters of the part first will have nearly 41 marks weightage for all the four chapters. Now in the first chapter we have studied about the charges at rest or electric charges and fields. There we have studied that charges at rest will create the electric field. In second chapter we have seen about the potential, electric potential and capacitance. So in the second chapter we were able to understand about the electric potential and what is capacitor, that we have seen. In the third chapter we have seen that motion of charges create the electric field or current electricity. The charges, when they are at rest, they will create the electric field, but when the charges are in motion, it will create the electric current. And now in the fourth chapter we are going to study that moving charges and magnetism. Now in case of fourth chapter, this chapter is also important chapter. What this fourth chapter says, this chapter is regarding the moving charges. When the charges are in motion, what will happen when the charges are in motion? So we know that when the charges are in motion, it will create the electric current. Already in the third chapter we have studied about this. Here in the fourth chapter we'll study about the moving charges. This is also very big chapter, lengthy chapter it is, and the weightage for this chapter is of 10 marks in theory. Again, for CET and for NET, 2 to 3 questions are expected every year from this chapter. So in first 4.1 we will see about the introduction. In 4.2 we will see about the magnetic force. 4.3 is regarding the motion in magnetic field. 4.4 motion in combined electric and magnetic field. 4.5 will have the magnetic field due to current element, that is Biot-Savart law. 4.6 will give you idea of more magnetic field on the axis of a circular current loop. 4.7 is the Ampere circuit law. 4.8 the solenoid and the toroid. 4.9 force between two parallel current carrying conductor. Also we'll see about the ampere. What is ampere for this? 4.10 torque on current loop and also the magnetic dipole. 4.11 the moving coil galvanometer. Okay, so these are the 11 topics of this particular chapter which we have to study in this particular moving charges and magnetism. So first we'll start with introduction part. What is moving charges and magnetism? What the introduction says? What is the basic concept of this particular chapter? Now what happens now? Before 1820, electricity and magnetism both were treated as a different subject. Electricity was taught separately and magnetism was taught separately because it was thought that magnetism is only because of the magnet. ये कब का बात है? 1820 से पहले. 1820 से पहले साइंटिस्ट के दिमाग में ये था कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एक अलग कॉन्सेप्ट है और मैग्नेटिज्म एक अलग कॉन्सेप्ट है, क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज रिगार्डिंग द मूविंग चार्जेस एंड मैग्नेटिज्म इज ड्यू टू द मैग्नेट। ओके, ऐसा था। तो दोनों के दोनों चैप्टर अलग अलग इसमें ट्रीट होते थे। मगर क्या हुआ, इन 1820 देयर वाज अ डेनिश फिजिसिस्ट जिनका नाम था हैंस क्रिश्चियन ओरस्टेड। व्हाट ही वाज डूइंग, he was giving the experimental demonstration of electric current. So he was showing that how current flows, how the bulb glows when wires are connected to it. And when he was explaining this demonstration, what happened, by mistakenly he kept the magnetic needle on the wire. Now we know the magnetic needle. What is the function of magnetic needle is, magnetic needle will be deflecting only whenever there is a magnetic field. So what happened, when current was allowed to move through the wire, the bulb was glowing. At the same time, by mistakenly he kept the compass needle on the wire. क्या हुआ, जैसे ही कंपास नीडल रखा, he saw that there was a deflection in the magnetic needle. एक्चुअली मैग्नेटिक नीडल डिफ्लेक्शन कब देना चाहिए, जब मैग्नेट रहेगा तब। ही वॉज सरप्राइज्ड, टेबल के ऊपर तो कहीं पे भी मैग्नेट नहीं है, सिर्फ वायर है और वायर से करंट फ्लो हो रहा है। दिस ही वॉज टेलिंग, he was explaining. So why this has happened, that magnetic needle has deflected. Magnetic needle deflect क्यों हुआ? So he started experimenting on it, that why the magnetic needle has deflected when there is no magnet on the table. And he started studying on this. And after studying this in detail, he got to the conclusion. What was the conclusion? The conclusion was the current carrying wire, which is carrying the current is flowing because of the flow of the electrons. So moving charges will create the electric current. And the effect of electric current is that around the wire there is a magnetic field created. So when current is flowing or the electrons are flowing, no doubt electricity is generated. But what the electricity is doing, it is generating the magnetic field around the wire. So this was the first time given by Hans Christian Oersted in 1820. And he has done series of experiment, and he concluded that the compass needle deflection was due to the magnetic field produced by the current which is flowing through the wire. So this was the one thing. Further, Oersted had stated that a moving charges or currents produces a magnetic field in the surrounding. So what this means, उस ज़माने में 18th सेंचुरी में जब ये दिमाग में बैठा हुआ था कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एक अलग कॉन्सेप्ट है, मैग्नेटिज्म एक अलग कॉन्सेप्ट है, जब electricity and magnetism both are the different concept, then how the magnetism will generate. So this Hans Christian Oersted was able to explain that the magnetism is due to the flow of charges. The flow of charges will produce the electric current, and because of the electric current, magnetic field will be created around the wire. तो इसका मतलब क्या है कि जब भी करंट फ्लो होता है वायर से, तो electrons are flowing, and because of the flow of the electrons, a magnetic field is created around the wire, and along the wire the magnetic field will be in the form of a circular rings. This was first given by Hans Christian Ørsted. So from that day onwards, the scenario has started changing, that moving charges are the source of magnetism. उस दिन से पूरा का पूरा ये सिनेरियो चेंज हो गया. जो पहले हम समझते थे कि सिर्फ मैग्नेट से ही मैग्नेटिज्म जनरेट होता है, अब क्या आ गया इन्होंने कि मूविंग चार्जेस generates electric current, and because of the electric current, or we can say the magnetic field is generated around the circular wire. During that time, Ampere was another scientist. During the same period, Ampere also supported the observation and saying that electric charges in motion produce magnetic field. तब उन्होंने क्या बताया कि electric charges in motion produces magnetic field. Further, Michael Faraday also showed that moving magnets or changing magnetic field generates electricity. अब देखो, अब ये 5th चैप्टर में हम क्या पढ़ने वाले हैं. 4th चैप्टर में हम पढ़ेंगे कि बिकॉज ऑफ द फ्लो ऑफ charges, magnetic field is generated around the wire. And in the 5th chapter, what we'll study now? Michael Faraday and Henry were the two scientists. Those were responsible for generating the EMF through the moving magnetic field. जनरेटर जिससे ऊपर बना है ना आजकल, जनरेटर जो बना है वो इसी कॉन्सेप्ट के ऊपर बना हुआ है कि चेंज इन मैग्नेटिक फील्ड जनरेट्स इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. फर्दर, नेक्स्ट साइंटिस्ट वाज देयर मैक्सवेल. ही आल्सो प्रेडिक्टेड द ट्रांसमिशन ऑफ एनर्जी बाय इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव्स, and further he proved that electromagnetic waves can travel with the speed of light. Okay. Further, we know that the branch of physics which deals with the magnetism due to electric current is called electromagnetism. So what we are going to study in this chapter? In this chapter we will study about how a current is produced, how the current produces the magnetic field, how the magnetic force is exerted on the moving charges. So exerted force on the moving charge particles like electrons and protons and current carrying wires. So in this particular 4th chapter we are going to study about the current which is flowing through a wire will produce the magnetic field. We will study about the magnetic force. We will study about the moving charge particles like electrons and protons and the current carrying wires. तो ये 4th चैप्टर में हमको इतना पूरा पढ़ना है. So once again I will fastly revise this. Moving charges and magnetism, this is the 4th chapter. In this particular chapter we are going to study about the moving charges and magnetism. इसका मतलब क्या है? When the charges are in motion, it generates the electricity, and because of this electricity, magnetic field is generated. So the magnetic field which is generated is along the circular rotation of the wire, means along the wire in circular form. क्लियर हो गया? सो ये 4th चैप्टर हमने आज स्टार्ट कर दिया है. दिस इज ऑल्सो अगेन अनदर बिग चैप्टर ऑफ 10 मार्क्स. सो ये जो 10 मार्क्स का चैप्टर है ये है मूविंग चार्जेस एंड मैग्नेटिज्म. सो व्हेन द चार्जेस आर इन मोशन, it will generate the electricity, and because of this magnetic field is generated. तो ये हुआ फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द टुडेज वीडियो.